Probably the best way to describe it, medieval fantasy themed, right? So there'll be some elements that people take inspiration from history. So for example, the kit I'm wearing today has an historic element to it with the mail and the surcoat and so forth. There might be people that take certain elements of fantasy, so something like, for example, you might see in a game of Dungeons and Dragons, or Warhammer, or World of Warcraft and things like that. So there'll be a big mix of that, and because LARP isn't about being historically accurate, you'll find a mix of lots of things. So you might find out on field a pirate fighting a Viking. You know, a pirate might have a blunderbuss and the Viking's got an axe and round shield. Even though within history you wouldn't see that happening, you take elements of history, you take elements of fantasy, and it's really about what speaks to you as an individual.
You have 3 to 4 general types of kit in LARP. You've got your actual weapons, so your combat gear. You have what's called your kit, which is the items you wear, and that can generally be split into soft kit and hard kit. So hard kit is things like, you know, what you'd be wearing in combat, so it can include armor, it can include helmets, that sort of thing. Soft kit is more, you know, if you've got something for a special occasion. And finally, you have what you consider to be props, or extra items, I guess. So these are things that aren't necessarily a part of your kit, they're not a weapon, but, you know, they're things that you'll have around.
Weapon-wise, here's one here, if I can get it out. So these are foam weapons, right? And basically they have a fiberglass core down the middle to give it a bit of stability and strength, and then encased in foam in different shapes and sizes. In terms of what type of weapons you'll find, lots, right? So you've got two-handed swords, you've got single swords, you've got axes, you've got hammers, you've got throwing weapons that are coreless as well, so you might have throwing knives that you can throw at your opponent.
We also have some ranged weapons in the form of bows and bang guns, are the 2 most common ones. Bang guns are basically, they're effectively a slingshot. They're using a bit of medical rubber tubing that is pretty much pulled taut, and then once you pull a trigger, it will just drop down and it will go flying on the path. As for archery, well, we just use draw weight limited bows, and the actual arrows basically have little squash heads. So if they hit someone, they just go clink.
The camera's rolling, so feel free to actually do whatever the hell you want. So feel free to stab each other or attack or whatever. I don't see team members, I just see, you know, opportunities.
I just see opportunity. I see just see conquest.
Oh, future conquest. See, this guy's doing it right.